Hi, and welcome to the directcaster.com podcast. I'd like to welcome you here today. My name's Rick, and today we're going to be talking about um, advertising on your channel. Now, many of you wonder, can I advertise on my channel? And the answer is you can. And there's two principal ways to advertise on your channel. One is to direct sale your own ads. That's where you sell your ads directly to your customer. The second thing is that you get what's called a brokerage service, an ad broker, or several ad brokers, and those ad brokers provide you ads to play. Now, the thing to know about ad brokers is that it kind of everybody's after that. That's if you're doing something on YouTube right now or familiar with YouTube, you'll know that people on YouTube can get monetized. And you're like, how do I do that? How do I get monetized? Well, there's a whole rule system for monetized, how to get monetized on YouTube. But you can also get monetized on your own individual apps. And that's what we're here to talk about today. So that's if you have a Roku app, that's if you have a Fire TV app, if you have an Android or an iOS or an Apple TV app. These are apps that you can become monetized on. So it's really important here for us to talk about this today to understand what that takes. So let's say, for instance, a Roku channel. Now, Roku is different from the others. Roku is much more permissible of inline video ads than, for instance, Apple TV or Fire or some of the others, which are a little bit they're a little bit more picky on it. So I like to go over Roku and kind of how we operate on Roku as sort of a benchmark to set for the entire advertising system. So on Roku, for instance, what you would do is you could either play your own ads, or you can run the brokered ads. Our software supports all of that. The broker ads do require, and this is where there's a little requirement come in. They can only play about every 7 minutes on Roku. They have to play 7 minutes from the start. You can't play them right away. And what Roku then allows you to do is play what's called ad pods. Now, what is an ad pod? Don't think of a pod of whales, but you can think of a pod of whales or a pod. You can go ahead and look at it as a multiple ads playing at one time. Yes, that's multiple ads playing at one time, and that is a pod. So when we're looking at pods, the pod is going to come to you from the advertising company, the broker that you have. The broker will give you a certain amount of ads. It's usually one, two, or three, sometimes more. And then what happens is our software will stop your content every 7 minutes and will immediately load the ads in, and then you can play the ads. Also, for your customers, if they choose to subscribe to your channel, and this is really kind of cool because a lot of customers do this. You might have noticed that YouTube is always trying to get you to subscribe commercial free. Say, oh, if you don't like to watch those little pesky ads, then you can subscribe commercial free. We can do the same thing with your Roku app. So we can offer people the ability, if you don't like to watch the ads, you can watch the content free if you want. But if you don't like to watch those ads, you can subscribe for X dollars a month, and then you can get it free. So this is a really, really good little feature. So today what we're talking about is how you can do it. Now, the one thing to note about third-party brokered ads, everybody's very excited about them. We do have some opportunities ourselves to run ads under these numbers, but as a general rule, your third-party brokers are going to require that you have and play 10,000 ads a day. And that's a lot of ads to play in your content. If you qualify for that, that's great. But a lot of people don't, especially when you're starting out. You don't qualify for that. So what we advise is direct sale ads, where you go to people within your genre, within the realm that you're communicating with, and then you say to those companies, hey, look, I can give you X number of ads per day on my system, and then I will charge you so much per month. And this tends to work out quite well, especially with smaller type advertising partners, such as, let's say you run a local channel and then you want to go down to the local mini market and you want to say, hey, look, I will give you ads and you can pay me this much money per month for those ads. That's a really good transaction because the local market is getting some publicity and you're getting the ad revenue. So given that, I'd like to show you how to set up that scenario. Likely that most of you are going to need to do that far prior to playing 10,000 ads a day. Now, though, for those of you that do already play that content, that is great, and we can set you up with the ad brokers. We can give you all that information and get you integrated and set up with them. But if you're like most people, you're starting out, you want to play a few ads, direct sales is usually the best. And so what I'm going to do today is I'm going to switch over here and we're going to demo how our software works. So right here we have our ad software, and in our system you go to a page where you manage your ads. Now if you have ad brokers, you would click this, and there's 3 fields that you would go ahead and you would set up down here, and it's ad link 1, 2, 3, and 4. Now you can waterfall those ad links, meaning if one company has ads to play, you play them. But then if that doesn't happen, you go to the next company, and so on and so forth. Remember, this works really well for people with about 10,000 video plays per day. But for the rest of you, you're most likely going to say, you know what, we really don't have that many. We need to start out and we need to do some direct sales at first, direct sales of our own ads. So we have a system that allows you to do that. So here we're going to go ahead and we're going to edit our own custom ad units. Now you can see we've added our own ads in here. You host those ads on the CDN, which is where you're storing your videos, and then you simply reference those ads in here. So you, for instance, put in the streaming link to that MP4 video, which usually you're going to be hosting an MP4. You're going to give it a name, a channel ID, where it's going to appear in the ad pod, meaning is this the first ad, second ad, or third ad, or fourth or more. And then your date added and whether or not you want to show this ad in the channel, whether it's live. So let's say all of that has worked and you've put in your ad. We're going to go back here. And now we're going to say build our custom VAST. Now our system supports VAST, V-A-S-T. And what VAST is, it's a type of video format. It's actually a feed format. It organizes your videos or your ads to play in what we call the ad pod. And then it communicates that to the system. So here's the Roku channel out here and people are watching it. And then the Roku channel goes over here to our server and says, hey, do you have any ads to play? And our server says, yeah, I have some ads to play. And so it sends back what's called a VAST feed. And that VAST feed then communicates with our software and says, hey, look, I have these ads to play. Let's go ahead and play those ads. So you build the custom VAST feed. And that just builds the feed. It's going to give all the ads there are to play down here. It's going to give you an example to track something on your website if you want to have a tracking URL, and it's going to put your website URL in there, which is needed for all the ads. So after that happens, after we go ahead and build that feed, what's going to end up happening is that that's going to communicate with the channel we set up for you. And that channel is going to check for ads every 7 minutes. Now, if one of your people subscribe to your channel, it's not going to play those ads anymore, but you're going to get the subscription fee every month. So this is the most practical way to start out. We can help you with ideas of how to sell these ads to customers and what kind of customers are looking for these ads. And then you can go and sell these ads to customers and then put the ads in our system and play them. So yes, our system does fully support ads and playing ads. Now, when it comes to other types of ads, such as in our Android and iOS platforms, we actually run Google and other ads in those platforms for you, so you get paid through Google. Um, and if you're not able to qualify for Google, again, with using our ad system in the ad tool here, you can set up a static ad that will run and will insert in the content. So what happens in there is that people will see these ads as the as they scroll through your items on, let's say, your Android app. But then if one of your subscribers says, nope, I don't want to watch those ads anymore, I'm going to subscribe, then the ads go away. And that happens with our system. So if you want to do advertising, please contact us and we'll be happy to help. My name is Rick, and thank you today for watching this directcaster.com podcast. Remember to like and subscribe to the podcast. All right, and hope that I can talk with you more about ads on your channel. Thank you. Have a great day.